my, hold up. Okay. Okay, see what.
Is 4 laps back. Ryan Newman and Eric Cope out of the race. Now, you saw Bubba Wallace come in for an unscheduled pit stop. Regan?
Bubba Mike, and he said, I got to buy Regan. Instantly said, I got to come this time. It got bad quick. Looks like possibly a loose wheel down here.
Well, I mean, this is when the green flag stops start to separate some of the experienced teams, and we saw it happen with Austin Cedric. Little miscommunication on the fueling. Now the 23 car with their pit crew, loose wheel.
And the 20th, Christopher Bell, one of the Joe Gibbs Toyotas, has a fuel problem. He's on pit road.
He had that problem earlier in the race, too. They were working underneath the deck lid on that earlier, so I would say that's a recurring issue. I take this back to strategy, strength, and numbers. The Fords had a better strategy. They were early on the pit road, got out there, got themselves established in the line quickly, and was able to get right. Go back to the flip side of that, the Toyota. There was only 3 of them. They weren't established when they left. The pit stops were off. Obviously had a loose difference in this race. Denny Hamlin leading going in, Denny Hamlin at the end of that line coming out.
And to that point, Clint, I'm a little surprised that they didn't look at the numbers and say, hey, which one of these groups? Should we try to pit with the Fords or pit with the Chevrolets to try not to momentum or lose that numbers game?
So here's Hamlin behind Bubba Wallace, who's now a lap down, has little to lose. Can Bubba drop down and help his co-owner of his team, Denny Hamlin, get back to the front? Or in any way, just 2 cars can do that?
Oh, you can help them, but I don't know that the time to do that is quite right yet. I mean, I think there was a race a year ago where Denny Hamlin was in it. He was in the running for the race so much. I remember, I think Jeff had even confused you, and I was on my couch in the motorhome. I'm not poking fun. It's just, he was in the running for it, and we all thought, hey, man, he's going to win the race, and he was a lap down the whole time. So to your point, Mike, that can be a factor, and probably will.
I mean, right now, honestly, Denny Hamlin's going to need a caution. We've already seen when they're lined up single file like this, and we're seeing Denny make all kinds of aggressive moves. He'll make one spot up every once in a while. Back to the back, he's but I think he have to by himself. Yeah, Bubba can help him. His other teammate, Kyle Busch, is up there that can help him. But it's not going to be enough to get up to the front of this pack without a caution.
Because up front, there are 5 Fords in a row. Logano, Harvick, Custer, Keselowski, McDowell, then 3 Chevrolets.
Hey,
more Chevys than Hamlin. And then a sprinkling of pace throughout the rest of the lead lap. Back to Cindric in 15th. He's the last car in lead lap with 17 to go.
Well, and I say this all the time, especially when it comes to green flag stops at the end of a big race in the 500, execution. And you said it, Clint. The Fords executed that better than anybody else.
Well, not only the drivers and the spotters obviously getting in, on and off pit road, but the strategy. I'm going to say props to them guys. Both stages they did that, by the way.
Happy Monday on the East Coast, everybody. Thanks for staying with us. We're just about 15 minutes away from crowning a champion of the Daytona 500.
Mike, Jeff, and Clint, the Toyotas could have hit it with those Fords the last time. I went back and looked. The Fords committed to the bottom late over in turn 3 and almost put the Toyotas on the top side where they could get down there back to them before they got the pit road.
That's a good point, Larry. Maybe they were thinking they might hit with those Fords, but the Fords really, I don't know if they really gave them the opportunity because they made that late pass and went to the inside lane.
Not to mention they did a little bit early. I mean, even his crew chief and a couple, 3 more laps before they come. Pushing on pit road, so maybe a little bit of shenanigans, huh?
Yeah, like Larry, we saw them make that move. Wasn't sure if they were going for the lead or were going to form up the pit at that time. Maybe they caught the Toyotas off guard.
Whether they did, it worked.
So now this lead pack is formed up and it's 12 cars deep.
Now, I certainly don't want anybody listening at home, watching this at home, to think that there's not going to be a lot of shuffling up in this group. There absolutely is. But I think you're going to need to be in the top 5, 6, maybe 7. And I would even go to a stretch of 8 of Chase Elliott if you're going to have a shot at this Daytona 500 win if it stays like this.
Well, there's going to be more because that Jamie McMurray-led group has picked up 3.5 seconds here over the last 10 or 11 laps, and they are gaining on the lead pack. They're going to catch them too.
And this is going to be an opportunity for Denny Hamlin. Because that car that's the last one in line, or if you're Denny Hamlin, you're needing some more help. You've got your teammate Christopher Bell has had some issues. He's back there to help. You got Bubba Wallace ahead of you, but you need a larger pack to come and build up some energy and break up this track. If they can get to that end of this line, they might be able to get enough momentum.
6 Fords on the lead lap, 2 Toyotas, 7 Chevrolets.
There's definitely several different ways that Denny Hamlin can still win this race, Jeff. I mean, obviously, when he was in the lead, he was in a catbird seat, but now you're in a situation where do you formulate the line in which you were just talking about, or do you think there's still a caution coming that's going to create a green light check opportunity?
Well, then it must be time for Larry's trends of the race as we get down to the finish.
The trends have made
The race as we get down to the finish.
The trends have made the return to 2021. You know how to get a caution. I just start reading the twins. So, anyhow, I looked at the last 10 Daytona 500. Looked at the trends we had. On average, the last caution is roughly 6 laps to go. But in those 10 races, it happened 8 times in the final 10 laps. And we've had 5 overtime finishes, including the last 3.
Here come the Chevys on the inside, Larry. Boy, a bunch of them. And they came right up to those Fords, and now it's on.
Yeah, but I still think it was too early. Cole Custer, it's a nice move. But look at it, all trying to get that hole. Hold on, Ross Chastain. That hole just closed up so fast. Kyle Larson.
Cole Custer's wishing he probably didn't pull down. I thought it blocked that run.
But this helps Denny Hamlin out. Denny Hamlin was very happy to see that out. He probably gained 4 or 5 positions there.
Now, I am not looking for a caution, but in the last 16 Daytona 500s. We've had one between now and the checkered flag. 14 of those. Second of the Chevys, Austin Dillon, the 2018 winner just ahead. Joey Logano has now led 18 laps as they come around. Five Fords, and then a handful of 7 Chevrolets in a row with those numbers. Now everybody is basically that's what creates these races we're all looking for at this Daytona 500. Talk all we want about lap leaders, we're only going to remember who leads the lap. I love the position. If I had to pick a position, I want to be in Joey Logano's, where he's at. I want to be the leader. But I got to say, it's going to be so hard if somebody makes a move. Now, his best friend is Brad Keselowski. We know Kevin Harvick's going to want to make a move. But Kevin Harvick's going to need somebody to go with him. And I don't know if Brad Keselowski's going to go with Kevin Harvick. So Kevin Harvick's got some tough decisions to make as he winds this race down. There's the Harvick's view of Keselowski. And behind Kez, I continue to be impressed with Michael McDowell. He's driven an extremely smart race. He sits right there with that group of Fords in 4th place in a car that is not one of the 4 powerhouse teams, Front Row Motorsports, where McDowell's found a home these last few years. But he is in position to try to win races.
Always overachieving on these restricted lake tracks like this. Always. You always look over your shoulder and at the end of the race, Michael McDowell was right there. Always in the right place at the right time. Makes the right decision.
And behind the 4 Fords, remember how Austin Dillon won the 500 in 2018. There's a Ford in front of him in the back straightaway. He
Michael McDowell in front of him.
He's got plenty of.
Yes.
And he's just pushing. He's pushing, hoping that Michael McDowell wants to step out and make that move here early. He's forcing to say, "Come on, man, go ahead, or I'm going to just keep pushing your rear bumper as hard as I can."
And Austin Dillon's already proved that he can do it. He's won this race before.
Toyota's Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin have just one car between them. That is Kyle Larson. The two Toyotas make something happen in these final 3 laps.
Yes.
But back to what you were saying, Clint, the best opportunity for Joey Logano is that all those guys have all these different agendas.
Oh, yeah.
And what do? They get a run, they move forward, but they actually don't get organized well enough to get all the way to
The biggest thing Joey has to do is make sure that he doesn't get too far out. When those runs start happening, when they get to this line, they start out, they get way out, and they will get a hold of you with a huge run. Big gap.
20% of all Daytona 500 ended with a last lap change of the lead.
That's not going to change nothing.
There he goes. Big run. So he's going to move down, block that.
Right to his teammate's bumper.
Watch what happens now behind all these guys. Now that's going to shake everything up. Here comes Austin Dillon to the outside. Oh, man, Kevin Harvick in trouble. Gets shuffled out.
White flag. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Hey, now, these guys, their job, if you're Austin Dillon, one of
Watch
the
this
guys,
run Kevin Harvick has on the bottom.
looking on the outside. They're all trying to build that run that Keselowski did.
Here goes the 3 car.
Will Dillon and Hell. Oh, they come down the line. They got to run back up. Keselowski with him. McDowell in tow. Dillon on the bottom.
The run's on top.
Now, McDowell is first to the line, but we'll have to go back to the moment of caution, which ends the race. Brad Keselowski is climbing out. He's okay. We see taking off the gloves and the steering wheel.
Incredible. You're going to see some emotion out of this guy if he comes back official.
A lot of tore up here. All the Chevy's torn up. Saw Priest with damage. Chase Elliott with damage.
This was a really hard hit Kyle Busch when he came in.
And the AMR safety crew very quickly on the scene. Being corrected. Damage to wall. It's a bumper cover. That is a good sign, and that everybody has climbed from their car. Huge pile up on the final lap of the Daytona 500.
Where did that caution come out? Chase Elliott pulls ahead of Michael McDowell.
Oh, look at the run he got.